We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Purdy off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, Charles, when you think about this defense, this week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 30 now to throw off the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Drake Jackson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The beautiful fake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Second and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
That's complete left side to Gray.
Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On second down, here's the option. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
14, Friday. Hey, alert. Hey.
They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
20, 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Good tight.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's Wilson to throw.
At the 39-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Good tight.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Deeper.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
Wilson going to change things up here.
At the 7-yard line.
Good job right there. Hey, 0.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
12.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. McLaughlin is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jaleel McLaughlin from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 39 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's McLaughlin. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Alert, alert, alert.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, guys, listen. 36 power.
Now Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Go. Check.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 9-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey. Let's go, 4 down.
Now Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Got it.
Now it's Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Got it. Hey, alert.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, 0. Hey, alert. Zebra. Cut.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready. 19,
Play action. Now Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the... He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert. Hey, easy.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Took right. Bought that.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 9.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And quickly they get to the line.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson changing the play.
14. Zebra. Friday.
To throw is Wilson. Off the play fake. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's Samuel on the end around. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 40 yards. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field on what was a fairly innocuous play call.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Look left. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Be alert.
A carry from McLaughlin.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's 3rd and goal.
Check. 95. Hey guys, listen. Go.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Drake Jackson
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
At their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Debo Samuel. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
pushing his way through. Whoa! It still won't go down. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Look that.
Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing.
Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 9. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson.
At the 24-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 9.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right.
Got it. 19. 25.
Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Purdy will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
You